P-51 pilot Jim McCutcheon James Ragsdale McCutcheon was born September 13, 1923, in Fort Davis, Texas. His parents Bennett Brazil McCutcheon, Sr., and Celeste, née Holt, McCutcheon owned a large ranch about 16 miles from Fort Davis. He was the youngest of 5 children. As a child, Jim built and flew balsa wood model airplanes, which might have been a predictor of his future love of planes and flight. Jim is remembered in family stories as a capable, strong, and sometimes opinionated young man. At over 6 feet, he was very tall for those times. In 1939, Jim's mother passed away. His father died in 1940. At 16 years of age, he was an orphan and moved to Victoria, Texas, to live with an uncle, Jim W. Ragsdale. After high school, Jim attended Texas A&M University in College Station, Texas. He would leave school to enlist in the USAF. After training as a P-51 fighter pilot, in 1944, Second Lieutenant, 2 Light, Jim McCutcheon arrived in Wormingford, England, as a replacement pilot in the 55th FG, 338th FS. His over 6-foot height earned him the nickname Big Stoop by his fellow pilots. Jim joined the 55th FG in England on August 3, 1944. That same month, he would be killed in action, Kia. The 55th FG mission objective the day he died was to dive-bomb and strafe the oil tank cars at the Ars, southwest of Metz, France, marshalling yards. Another P-51 pilot on that mission, Captain Lanoe D. Anderson, reported his account of what happened that day. Lieutenant McCutcheon was flying number 2 position on my wing. The flight was carrying 2 500-pound bombs against targets of rail transportation. My flight selected a marshalling yard at Ars, France, with 25 to 30 oil tank cars and miscellaneous stock. We started the bomb pass from 7,000 feet parallel with the tracks from north to south. I recovered from the bottom of my dive at 2,500 feet, broke sharply to the left and up, and then back to the right. Lieutenant McCutcheon followed me down on the dive, but I nor my 3 and 4 man saw him after that. He was not seen to crash in the vicinity of our target, and it was assumed that he finished bombing and started strafing targets of his own. In endeavoring to reassemble the flights, I called to him twice, receiving no reply. As there was quite a bit of R/T radio traffic conversation at the time, I believe he had become confused and just failed to answer. On course back home, he was called again and was then definitely known to be missing,